How are you lovely people doing today? I don't like this. So let me talk to you. Let me holler at you. Alright, so boom. Right? Boom, right? 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 But like y'all have to realize that these past couple days been crazy. You know, the shadow period of the Mercury retrograde. So it's pretty much was supposed to go home this past weekend, and we planned ahead of time. Booked reservations, everything. The morning of, get there, and I asked the guy, I said, "Hey, can I upgrade to a van like it said on my reservation?" You know, he's like, "Yeah, no problem." I found a little deal on Groupon and everything. So, get ready to check out. He's like, "We take a deposit." I was like, "Since when?" So it's like, since last month. And I was like, "Well, when did you guys start doing that? Because we've been, coming here for months and like never had to pay a deposit while we come here. We just get what we need and go bounce." So it's like, "No, we changed it." So it's like, "Is there anything you can give me?" He's like, "No." So I was like, "Okay." So then I was gonna call, around to ask for the rentals, and in the process of me getting to my car, I dropped my credit card and loses it. So how do you lose a credit card in the car? And my seats are beige, so you can't help but to see it. But apparently I lost it. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, we can't get home. My next thing was like, well, I can't rent a car. Let me go buy one. So I've been saving up money here and there, despite pandemic stuff. So one thing I've learned in my lifetime is to always keep an account with money in there at all times for emergency purposes. So been trying to save. I've been saving my money up for years now. For a house. So it was like, all right, well, we'll try to get a car. So me and wife go to the car lot, and get there, test drive. It was like a Nissan Armada. It was like 87,000 miles. They only wanted like 11,800 for it. Like, all right, cool. So get there, test drive. Everything was cool. I'm like, all right, this is a good temporary vehicle. So we get ready to do the paperwork and everything else. It's like, all right, well, we just gotta wait until one of the people in the back that does the financial stuff come and get y'all. I'm like, all right, cool. So one thing he asked me about the payment method, and I was like, it's just like last time. I said I got 2 separate payments because my card only allows me to do $10,000 transaction. So I said I got majority on this one, and there's the remaining balance on the other card like last time. So he hesitated and he was like, I don't know. I was like, so what's going on? So he was trying to save face and clean it up, pretty much saying, well, we're gonna see if they can process the payment. He's like, we're gonna sell you the car, but we just want to make sure that they're able to take the transaction or whatever. So I kind of knew right then and there he had fucked up, because he pretty much told me that they ain't gonna be able to handle my transaction. So, but he's like, well, they'll figure it out in the back. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But I knew the way that he was walking around and all of the other stuff. So, the funny part about it is when I came in there prior to and I bought my other car, he was telling me about, he asked me, what I was doing. I'm an investor. So he told me the story about his daughter buying Doge, this, that, and the third. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I told him about Ethereum around when it was like $2,000 some dollars. Told him about some Ethereum. He's like, all right. So we get there, and like the first thing he tells me is like, man, that coin you was telling me about, Ethereum? He's like, man, I should have got it, man. It went to 4,000. I'm like, yeah. So he said he had bought some Dogecoin. So I pretty much told him about the SHIB token, And I said, here's your retire. I wrote down how to buy it, what to do, and everything else with it. And I said, here's your retirement plan. I said, just give me a heads up when you get ready to retire, so I can come in and buy a car before you leave. And he laughed. So, long story short, get back there. Talking to the finance guy, he's pretty much trying to say, well, okay, you wire it. I'm like, nah, my bank don't do wire. Well, who do you bank with? It's third party bank, woo woo woo. I use BitPay, woo woo woo. So they trying to figure it out. I'm like, bro, y'all not gonna figure it out. Well, what's the bank called? And all of the other stuff. Now, mind you, I'm paying cash up front. So I said, what's the issue? It's like, well, our systems can only process $4,000 per vehicle on a credit card. And I'm like, I don't have a credit card. He kept saying credit card. I'm like, bro, I have debit card. I have cash. He kept trying to say, well, we don't consider debit card like cash because the payment won't go the payment be processed, and then you can go around and void the charges and all that other stuff. And wife is sitting like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, it's a debit card. You swipe that bitch, is gone. I said, that's what I did last time. I said, I swiped my card. I said, as soon as I swipe the card and enter the amount, it goes into whatever escrow corporate account y'all have. Stop fucking playing with me, bro. So then he proceeds to say, well, can you, get a cashier's check? Bro, we're in COVID. Who the fuck still use checks, bro? It is 2021. This is in COVID. Who the fuck writing checks? So, like, with all the banks closed, well, can you just go to your bank and get a wire, not a wire, a cashier's check? Bro, what banks open in the branch? And I said, even when they go into the branch, they have one person there with a laptop. They can't do shit for you. Stop fucking playing with me. Just say that your system can't take the payment. So I said, so they, after like 5 minutes of going back and forth, I said, all right, so this is what we gonna do, because they kept pissing me off trying to find reasons on why they couldn't take the payment. I said, so you telling me that y'all system can't take my payment because of the fee? First they told me it was gonna be a fee. That's why they don't process nothing over $4,000. All right, cool, whatever. All right, so then I said, he told me, at first he mentioned about the fee. Aaron mentioned about the fee. And after he told me about the fee, I said, okay. And then he said, well, when you talk to the other guys, don't mention the fee. I'm like, okay, I know what's up. It's sales. I know what's up. So the other guy, the finance guy, he mentioned the fee. I'm like, well, shit, how much is the fee? Like, if it's reasonable, shit, I just pay the motherfucking fee so y'all process my transaction, bro. So it's like, well, it's not more about the fee. It's about, the system can't process the payments and this and that and that. I said, so your system can't take my payment. Oh, okay. So then wifey was like, so pretty much you telling me this, we got cash right now. You can't take the debit card because your systems cannot process a payment beyond $4,000. Well, yeah. Well, no, so your computer's not sophisticated enough. Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. Our computer's sophisticated enough. It's not. I said, bro, look. Then the other guy kept saying, well, can you just, he trying to find every little ways to get it. I said, look, man, this is what we're going to do. All right, bro. I said, I got the new money system. I said, y'all still have the old processing system. I said, it's fine. I said, y'all know my track record. I said, so this is what we're going to do. I said, I guess this call wasn't for me. Wasn't for us. So, y'all know my track record. I'll be back here in 2 months. Hopefully by that time, y'all systems be updated. Y'all been on accept Bitcoin or Dogecoin or somebody's coin. And we can go to Square Business. Because I told him, I said, well, I hate to come up in here with $50,000 ready to buy a car in cash. And y'all can't sell shit because y'all can't process a payment. Like, y'all really lost out on money. And I guess $11,000 is just a drop in a bucket for them. But shit, in the fact that most people don't have cash. So, bro, like, something big going on. The fact that they can't process my payments. And whatever the reason it is what it is. Plus, like I said, it's a shadow retrograde period. And it, like, if you say it was an ego move, really. I got stopped at the rental, couldn't go home. So I said, well, fuck it, I'll go buy me something. And they were like, nah. So that's my story as far as, I went to a dealership to buy a car. And they couldn't handle the transaction because of that. In other news, We went downtown. We seen two homeless people. I don't want to say they homeless. I don't know. Them motherfuckers in the middle of the road fighting. Someone's got a towel on. She don't want to be seen. Let me turn this off, y'all. She doing her exercises, getting sexy for daddy.